Hello, my good people. How are you doing today? We are back again with another interesting episode of Minas de Passion. Thank you for your overwhelming support and please keep subscribing to this channel for daily updates. Let's jump right in. We left off with Roberta being in a very critical condition after being bitten by a snake. Zaira blames Roberta for Amelia's death and for taking Nicholas away from them, and is not inclined to help her. Gail and Tiger pleads with her to just help her. Leonardo goes to check on his mother and Gigi shows up. Just then, Zaira walks up and goes to the car, bandaging Roberta's leg. They lead the group in prayer as the car speeds off. Nico wakes up but is out of it. A frantic Amelia calls his name incessantly trying to keep him awake. Sebas is screaming for Nico, flashlight in hand. "You are very brave," Amelia tells her son as it appears his strength is ebbing quickly. She holds him close. Jenny is playing with Romina, who has named her doll, Jennifer. The child is enjoying herself and smiles sweetly. Seemingly not wanting her child to be happy for even a moment, Sarah has Ines take her away. Sarah and Jenny's heart-to-heart is interrupted by a phone call from Gigi. Roberta is in bad shape and in the hospital. The group is huddled around makeshift fires as Gigi tells off Ezekiel and shines a flashlight in his eyes as chuckles from the crowd ensue. Gigi is leading a small search party with a few of the women. In her weakened state, Amelia cannot lift Nico. Nico is lying with his head on Amelia's lap. "Here, here," Victoria yells. All of a sudden Sebas scurries down the hill, runs over and covers Nico with his jacket. Gigi helps Amelia along. Orlando arrives on the scene. Ezekiel, scowling and very unhappy to see him, starts to puff out his chest but Orlando pushes him aside without effort. All of a sudden Victoria arrives with her small contingent of helpers, as does Sebastian, carrying Nico. Orlando tells them to bring Nico to his car, again swatting Ezekiel away like a fly. Love it. Victoria hands Gail her car key, though he doesn't even know how to drive. Zaira and Tiger all laugh together. Leo is lamenting to an incoherent Roberta, passed out in her hospital bed. Sarah comes in and puts her arm around his shoulder, staring expressionlessly. The nurse tells Fidel Roberts's condition is serious and the doctor reinforces it. Fidel wants to transfer Roberta to a hospital in the capital, but her doctor tells him that there's no use in transferring her because they already gave her the antidote, and are just waiting for her to gain consciousness. Fidel looks upset. Roberta regains consciousness, asking for Nico. She gives credit to Victoria for saving her. She says that she owes her life to Victoria. "Victoria," Sarah sullenly repeats, obviously annoyed. Amelia, Sebas and Zaira show up at the hospital. Joaquina prays for Roberta in the hospital chapel as Victoria arrives. Their scenes together seem to consist of Victoria asking some penetrating questions about Roberta. Joaquina admits she has known Roberta for many years but seems suspicious as to why Victoria seems so invested. Gail and Mario also meet up at the hospital. She tells him he is a good person. Nico is hooked up to oxygen as Zaira talks to the doctor. "Mama," Nico calls out as Zaira replaces the mask on him tenderly, comforting him. Sebas calls Alita and fills her in. When Adalberto and Fidel show up, Sebas asks why they are there. Fidel angrily retorts that Nico is Roberta's grandson. Adalberto tries to goad Sebas into a fight but the doctor shows up in the nick of time and Sebas leaves with him. Sebas shows up at the chapel to collect Victoria, who asks how Nico is. Joaquina's wheels seem to be turning. That's it for today's episode. Be sure to hit that bell, share, like and comment. We look forward to having your feedback. See you on our next episode.